All right, boys and girls, today is a very big day. Today we get to discover who is the special someone that Roz gets surprised by. Now, I understand most of you think it's Bright Bill, and I have a tendency to believe that as well. So let's see. Chapter 36 is titled The Unusual Flock. Another flock of geese was approaching the farm, but this flock was unusual. It wasn't flying south like the others, it was flying north in a perfect V formation, and it was led by a young, graceful goose. The flock flew once around the farm buildings and then delicately touched down in the barnyard. The leader whispered some words to the others, and then he fluttered in through the barn door. The cows looked up from their stalls as the goose perched himself on a railing near the middle of the barn. Then the goose cleared his throat, shook his tail feathers, and announced to the herd, "I am looking for a robot named Roz. My name is Bright Bill. I am her son." Yay! You guys were all right. Chapter 37 is titled The Reunion. Something was wrong with the cows. Their excited moos echoed from the barn and across the farm. Roz sent the milk truck away for its evening deliveries and hurried off to see what all the ruckus was about. When she stepped into the barn, she found the entire herd crowded together. As the robot started pushing her way through, the cows turned to her and smiled. And then Roz saw him. Ugh. Her beloved son, Bright Bill. As you know, reader, robots don't feel emotions, not the way animals do. But in that moment, in that barn, nobody had any doubt how Roz felt. She rushed forward and scooped her son into her arms. "Bright Bill," she cried. "Is it really you?" Oh, I just love this picture. Look at that. Sorry. There we go. What a lovely embrace. "It's really me." Bright Bill nuzzled his mother's face. "But how did you find me?" said Roz. "Ma, you're famous. You were all anyone could talk about at the wintering grounds. It started with the flocks of geese that stopped here on their migrations. They shared your story with everyone they met. Your story spread from one flock to flock, from north to south, from east to west. Eventually, your story made its way to me. I took off as soon as I heard where you were. I didn't even tell the others, but we caught up to him. Loudwing, the old goose, fluttered over the herd and gently landed on a cow's back. Bright Bill wasn't the only one who wanted to see you, Roz. The rest of the flock appeared, and the robot found herself surrounded by old friends and family. Squawking and mooing and laughing and cheering filled the barn. Uh-oh. Are they going to get caught? Is Mr. Sharif going to find out? But then came a loud, clear voice that only the robot understood. "Roz, what are you doing?" The animals hushed. Roz slowly turned around, and there were Jaya and Jad standing in the doorway. The children had seen everything. Dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh. Okay, chapter 38 is titled The Truth. Are the children getting ready to figure out the truth? Okay. Children can be very sneaky. And when Jaya and Jad heard the ruckus coming from the barn, they silently sneaked over to investigate. Now they were staring at a very strange scene indeed. Roz was standing in the middle of the barn, surrounded by the entire herd of cows. For some reason, a flock of geese was there as well, and one of the geese was being cradled in the robot's arms. But what most confused the children were the animal noises Roz had been making. The thing is, children aren't just sneaky, they're also smart. And it didn't take long for Jaya and Jad to make sense of a very strange scene. Those stories Roz told us about the robot on the island, said Jad to his sister, they were about her. The goose in Roz's arms, said Jaya to her brother, that must be her son. All of Roz's stories came flooding back to the children. The robot, the island, the wild animals, the adventures. Those stories seemed so fanciful. Could they really be true? You are correct, children. Those robot stories are about me, admitted Roz, with a hint of sadness in her voice. There were so many times that I wanted to tell you the truth about my past, but I was afraid the truth would frighten you. The robot motioned to the goose in her arms. This is my son. His name is Brightbill. Reader, there's another important quality that children possess. In addition to being sneaky and smart, they're also compassionate. This is true. Children care about others. Yeah, just like you guys. And about the world. Fact. And as Jaya and Jad gazed at Roz and Brightbill, their little hearts were full of compassion. Please do not tell your father about me, said Roz. To him, I am just a machine. If he learns the truth, he will send me back to the robot factory where I will be destroyed. No. But you must do what you feel is right. My life is in your hands now. The children looked at each other and smiled. Don't worry. Don't worry, Roz, said Jaya. Your secret is safe with us, said Jad. Hope you enjoyed those chapters. See you soon.